I woke up this morning and played 4 rounds of Ewok Hunt. On each one I tried something different to see how well it worked. Here are the 4 strategies I tried and how they went on my first go on Ewok Hunt in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Before we get into the strategies I tried, it's important to note a few things. First, you cannot change your brightness in this game mode, so you can't increase it to get an advantage as a stormtrooper. Well played, DICE. Well played. Second, the Ewoks can see just fine in the nighttime. I didn't know that on my first attempt, so be sure not to assume they can't see you, because you stick out like a sore thumb. Third, there are crates with the DC-15 in them, and flame grenades. It's really early, and I don't remember the name of them at this time. But you want to find and use these. The last is once you die, you become an Ewok. But if you manage to live long enough for the shuttle to arrive as a stormtrooper, it's really easy to get inside if you make it that long. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss when new videos come out. And then hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also be sure to check out our partners at StarWarsGaming.net. There's a link in the description down below. Normally I would talk more on this, but I have to get to work, so just go check them out, it's great. The first playstyle for Ewok Hunt is the baiter. You try to play super tactical, only using the flashlight when absolutely necessary. If you can't see, they can't see. You hang just a little further back than your teammates, and you wait for the enemy to make their move and go after your teammates for those easy kills. You try to save them as best as you can, or not, it doesn't really matter. You get a free Ewok kill when your teammate dies. Your teammates are all clumped up, they're randomly shooting, and you laugh. Yes, bring them to me. Good. You plan to run straight at your friends if someone comes up behind you because you have superhuman hearing and all you have to do is run a little bit faster than your partner to survive. Then, all of a sudden, you get knocked out from behind because you're all alone in the woods and the Ewoks have the night vision hack. They must also be running silent step because you didn't hear them come up. Now that you're an Ewok, you're gonna just randomly throw yourself at the enemy like a tidal wave. Death after death, life after life, to enact your revenge for them not being tasty enough to attract the Ewoks in the first place. Next we have the run and gun. You run around the forest like an aggressor in Galactic Assault. They can't kill what they can't catch. You're running laps around your teammates. You take a little damage here and there, but you get more kills than you did before. But for the most part, you don't see that many enemies and think, man, this game mode is easy. You keep going, your team's down to 5 and you're feeling like you're gonna make it. You've gotten a few kills and you've found a crate, but you can't be stopped. You're the army of 1. You see the ship coming in and head to defend the point, not paying very much attention to where you're going. You're just going at a straight sprint. You will not go quietly into the night. You will not vanish without a fight. You're going to live on. You're going to survive. Today is your Independence Day. And then all of a sudden a bag of rocks falls on your head and you lose because you ran into a trap. Third, we have the hide and seek. You hang with the team, you never leave their side, and you know you're gonna live on this one. You've played a few rounds, and you know how this works. Stick together and live, separate and die. You know there's a cave, and your team's all inside trying to hold it down as best as they can. You're smart enough at this point to not stand directly in the doorways, or even really close to it, since you usually die if you do. You go and find a nice little place that's in a tight corner and crouch and wait. If you get separated from your team, you go find that AT-AT. You know there's a little bit of a cubby underneath it where you can hide. You turn off your flashlight and wait. When you see an Ewok run by, you take a deep breath. Don't move. Shh. He doesn't see you. You're a leaf on the wind. You survived. Your teammates you stuck with survived. And you feel good as you board the ship. And the last guy trying to get in didn't make it. But you did. Good job, you. Last, we have the high ground. You find a hill on the outskirts of the map. This hill can only get up by rolling, and once up there, you just wait. There's only one way up, and no one can come from behind you, and you wait for the enemy to try to roll up the hill so you can get them kills. When you start taking damage, you back up a bit, and it puts you out of bounds, which is fine. You normally have 10 seconds, but wait, there's no timer going, so you wonder how long you can stay here, but you don't want to risk it. You don't move the entire game, you just sit at the top of this hill and wait. This oddly somehow works. and I have the high ground Ewoks. So this game mode is really fun, and we will be streaming it tonight at 8 p.m. So come join us right here on YouTube. That's 8 p.m. Central Time. I can't wait to see you guys tonight. You can have 20 people in the match. I'm going to try to get 20 people playing. It's going to be a ton of fun. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you tonight, and I'll see you in game.